Let me ask you something honestly. How many times have you told yourself, tomorrow I'll wake up early and start fresh? You set your alarm for 6 a.m., maybe even 5:30, feeling confident that this time will be different. You tell yourself it's a new beginning, a reset. But when morning comes and the alarm rings, reality hits hard. Your bed suddenly feels warmer and more comfortable than ever. Your mind starts negotiating with you. Do I really need to wake up right now? What if I skip breakfast today? What if I sleep just 20 more minutes? And before you realize it, you open your eyes again and it's already 9 a.m. Now you're late, rushing to class, stressed, and the productive day you planned is already ruined. Every student goes through this struggle at some point. The truth is that mornings decide how your entire day will go. When your morning starts right, the rest of the day feels smoother, lighter, and more manageable. But when your morning goes wrong, you spend the whole day chasing time, feeling stressed, and constantly behind. That's why I want you to stay with me for a few minutes, because I'm going to share a morning routine made specifically for students that actually improves productivity. This is not the unrealistic, aesthetic routine you see online. This is a practical, student-friendly routine that works even when you slept late, even when you feel lazy, and even when you have too much on your plate. Mornings are not just about waking up early. They are about setting the tone for the entire day. Imagine 2 different mornings. In the first one, you wake up late, skip breakfast, scroll on your phone, and rush out the door feeling anxious. That day usually feels chaotic and exhausting. In the second one, you wake up with enough time to shower, move your body a little, eat something decent, and complete one meaningful task before the world fully wakes up. That day feels calmer, more focused, and more in control. This difference matters because your brain runs on momentum. Whatever you start your morning with pushes the rest of your day in that direction. If you start with procrastination, the rest of the day follows. If you start with focus, that focus carries forward. The hardest part of any morning routine is not exercising or journaling. It is simply getting out of bed. Waking up is not about discipline. It's about environment. When your alarm is placed on the other side of the room, you are forced to stand up to turn it off. That one action changes everything. Once you're standing, moving becomes easier. Preparing your clothes the night before and placing them where you can see them also helps because it removes decision fatigue. You don't think, you just act. It also helps to remind yourself why you're waking up. If the reason is only because I should, you'll stay in bed. But if the reason is, I want a calm, stress-free day, it becomes easier to move. Light also plays a huge role. Opening your curtains, stepping outside, or turning on a bright light signals your brain that it's time to wake up. Once you're awake, the first thing most people do is check their phone. And the moment they do, their focus disappears. You see messages, memes, notifications, and things that don't really matter. Starting your day with social media puts your brain into reaction mode. Instead, give the first 15 minutes of your day to yourself. You can write a few thoughts, sit quietly, or take a few deep breaths. This isn't about being spiritual or philosophical. It's about protecting your focus. If you don't decide where your attention goes, everything else will decide for you. There is a huge difference between starting your day with clarity and starting it with chaos. A better way to begin your morning is with a reset. Take a shower. It doesn't matter if it's hot or cold. The water itself is the signal that a new day has started. After that, move your body a little. This does not mean intense exercise. Even 5 minutes of stretching, light movement, or walking around helps oxygen reach your brain and wakes you up. Your body is the engine, and your brain is the driver. If the engine is slow, the brain struggles. When the engine is running smoothly, the brain performs better. Food also plays a major role. Many students survive on coffee alone, a chocolate bar, or leftover food from the night before. But your brain uses about 20% of your body's energy. What you eat in the morning directly affects your focus, memory, and mood. Sugary foods give you quick energy and then a crash. Eating nothing makes you feel tired and distracted. But a balanced meal with protein, healthy fats, and slow carbs keeps your energy stable. This could be eggs with toast, oatmeal with fruit, or yogurt with granola. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to fuel your brain, not drain it. The most powerful part of this routine is the golden hour. The first hour of your day is when your brain is freshest, your willpower is strong, and your focus is at its peak. This is not the time to scroll. This is the time to work on your most important task. Not easy tasks or busy work, but the task that truly matters. That could be studying for an exam, reading a difficult chapter, solving tough problems, or starting an essay you've been avoiding. Even 45 minutes of focused work during this time can completely change your day. You've already made progress before most people wake up. Of course, you won't follow this routine perfectly every day, and that's okay. Some nights you'll sleep late. Some mornings you'll feel exhausted or unmotivated. That's normal. What matters is not letting one bad morning turn into a bad week. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for consistency. Even doing 70% of this routine makes a huge difference. When things go wrong, don't blame yourself. Ask, what can I do tomorrow to make this easier? That mindset leads to real progress. So to put everything together, wake up at a consistent time, drink water right away, reset with a shower, move your body, focus your mind before checking media, fuel your brain, and protect your golden hour. This routine works because it builds momentum, creates small wins that turn into big ones, shifts your identity into someone who is productive, protects your focus, and gives your body steady energy. Try this routine for just 7 days. Not perfectly and not forever, just 1 week. Pay attention to how you feel, how much easier it is to study, and how much calmer your days become. Once you feel that difference, you won't want to go back. Over time, it stops feeling forced and simply becomes who you are. If this video helped you, hit subscribe and let's build better days together.